What it do, Internet? This is This Weekend, where we give a retrospective view of what happened in past decades this week. I'm your host, Coowada Curt.
And I'm Big Tom.
All right, Big Tom. So what is going on this week in the fourth week of July in 1991?
1991, serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer is arrested after remains of 11 men and boys are found in his Milwaukee, Wisconsin apartment.
Yeah.
Dahmer confesses to killing 17 in 1978.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I definitely remember this one. It was not good, and I believe wasn't the boys. They were all, I believe, gay men. I believe boys and girls.
Didn't he have a party afterwards?
I don't remember if he had a party.
Yeah,
but
the Dahmer party.
Mike Tyson is accused of raping a Miss Black America contestant, a Miss Desiree Washington.
How come they don't have Miss Asian American?
Think they
Moving on.
do.
Pittsburgh Steelers guard Terry Long treated for an apparent suicide attempt after he learned he tested positive for steroid use. Because in 91, that was a little taboo, huh?
Yeah.
These days, it's nothing.
It's still not good. And also speaking of not good, Paul Rubens, better known as Pee Wee Herman, is arrested for allegedly exposing himself at a Sarasota, Florida adult theater. Two things that really ring out: an adult theater and Pee Wee Herman
Exposing himself.
Yeah.
Pee Wee.
Pee Wee, yeah. Remember
That's
that.
funny.
Definitely remember that.
On the music, number 5, Summertime, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
The Summertime.
I still bump that.
Passion, Passion by Rhythm Syndicate.
Number 3, Unbelievable by EMF.
Oh!
You're unbelievable.
Number 2, Right Here, Right Now by Jesus Jones.
Right here, right here.
And the number 1 song this week in 1991, Everything I Do It For You. Bryan Adams. Believe this was on the Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves
yes.
movie soundtrack.
And then the next soundtrack he did was Three Musketeers with Sting and
Rod
Stewart. And then he did another soundtrack, Don Juan DeMarco.
That was with
I think it was just Bryan Adams. It's a good song though. Have you ever been?
Movies released this week in 1991. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, starring Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, William Sadler, and George Carlin, with a
meager box office
of $38 million.
Call that a cult classic. Next movie was also Keanu Reeves, Point Break. Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves, Gary Busey, and Tank Girl herself, Lori Petty.
Why are you pulling out Tank Girl?
Box office, $83.5 million.
$83.5 million. And finally, also in theaters, Boys in the Hood, starring Cuba Gooding Jr., Ice Cube, Morris Chestnut, and Larry Fishburne. This is when he was Larry Fishburne before he was Lawrence.
Or Lawrence, yeah. Furious.
Box office, $57.5 million.
You know they're always hard, right?
What's always hard?
The Boys in the Hood are always hard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking that trash.
You know, talking about this being in 1991, I mean, a lot of those stories, I mean, it was a little dark, especially for our show. But then again, it kind of shows you in 91 when you were kind of going from the decadence and the indulgence and the gluttony of the 80s. Then you start going into the 90s. I mean, you know, people, they stopped being polite and started getting real.
I'm a little upset I didn't get to partake of the gluttony of the 80s.
Well, we did.
Being in, junior high and high school.
We did partake a little bit.
90s partook a lot.
Well, For Big Tom, I am Coowada Curt, and this was what it was.
Adonis, pull yourself together.